Hi, my name is Sheetal. I am here to tell you today about the skin and its special qualities that it has. There are three basic layers. There's the hypodermis, dermis, and epidermis. Let's first start with the epidermis, which is which contains all the blood vessels, all the layers, and all the essential and it helps with essential functions like producing keratin and mel- mel- melanin for skin color, because if you have lack of melanin production, you get albino. The first layer of the epidermis is the basal layer, which help which reproduces quickly and houses the melanocytes, which produce the color for the skin. And then you have the spinosum, which is the fourth superficial layer in the skin, which again produces more melanocytes. And then in the third layer of the epidermis is where you get the keratin production for hair and eyes for the keratinites. And then on the two superficial layers, which are the lucidum and the carinum, these layers don't get so much melanin, so they're a bit lighter, and if you damage them, they're really hard to repair. And then you have the dermis with the papillary layer, and the reticular layer. They're both layers of connective tissue, but the reticular layer is most important when you're talking about wrinkles and stretch marks. Stretch marks happen when the woman is pregnant and the skin starts losing elasticity. So when it carries the baby, it has to stretch during delivery to accommodate the extra human. And then you get wrinkles as you get older because the collagen fibers stop producing collagen, and then the skin loses its firmness and its ability to bounce back, and it also creates tension or smile lines. And then you have that's the dermis, and then in the dermis you also have the sweat glands and the sebaceous glands. These glands are important for producing hormones, but also the sweat gland produces sweat to cool you off so you don't overheat, so it's a good body temperature regulator. But in the dermis, you also get conditions called dermatitis and other the swelling of the dermis basically. And then in the epidermis, you have your typical acne, plaque, psoriasis. Acne is when the pores of your skin get filled with oil and they can't release, so they create like blackheads and whiteheads because of the excess oil. So you get that from the epidermis, and then you have several other skin conditions like psoriasis coming from